Hello everybody, and welcome to another random Wednesday video game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so this is the Stanley Parable. It's a wonderful, wacky world of wishful wonderfulness on this Wednesday. So, the basis of the story is I can listen to him. I'm going to step out of here. So, I can listen to him or I can not. Like, he will narrate the story, but I can choose to ignore what he just narrated, so...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I see, and he's a little sarcastic, and
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Alright, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I don't need to count for you guys, but... yeah, so I'm gonna try and click this 20 times and see what happens. And like, I gotta go to this meeting room. I gotta go to the meeting, guys. Guys, there's a meeting and I gotta go to it. But I need to click this door. It's like my OCD is kicking in and the door must be clicked. I swear I've clicked it at least 20 times. What is going on here? I've clicked. You better give me this achievement that I have worked so very, very hard for. Alright, I've clicked that more than 20 times. I'm out of here. Stupid. Alright. Let's do this.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, the door on the left? Nope. I'm going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I hear it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Look at it. It's absolutely beautiful.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. really worth
Well, look
it.
at that painting. Who couldn't look at it? But I'll move on here.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Haha. Wait, what is in there? Light off. It's like a motion sensor light, but I'm still gonna go this way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, apparently I liked clicking the buttons, so... da-da-da-da.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Well, I thought you were narrating
me. Someone
me.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting? I didn't know somebody was waiting. Oh! Oh, that looks good.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'll listen. Wait. What? Whoa.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
I can't move
now,
anywhere.
I want you to come in and tell me all about your
What
Gotcha.
What a dick.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
But I don't want to go inside.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What? Oh, come on. Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what? No, I don't want to. I'm going to press 4. No. I don't. It's not letting me do anything. It's like a keyboard when I click the mouse. I'm not doing it. I gotta do it, I guess.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Wow, that's pretty harsh.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Oh,
now
I
he's
see what's
pushing a
going
button.
on here.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Oh.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries
picture of a desk
new
above a
lands.
desk.
It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
This guy's pretty harsh. But I don't know how long this episode is going to be. I might just keep playing. I hear there's like a million different
And
endings.
so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
He's
The
turning my...
thought excited him terribly.
He's turning my apartment
So he
back
went
into my
further.
office.
He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Did I beat the game on the first try?
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
It's a conundrum. There's nothing else to do. Like, I got an achievement for not being able to jump. Hooray for me. Okay, I gotta do it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
Don't you
here,
make it
he's
seem
electing
like
to
I'm
kill himself?
stupid.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Shut up, phone. I will question
Suppose
nothing.
I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again. And
What?
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Wow. So, as you can see, this game is pretty crazy. And now, I'm right back where I started. See, he was turning my apartment back into my office. So, as you can see, depending on how... That was one ending, and there's lots. Like, every time I make a choice or not to do something, it changes the way the narrator tells the story, right?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Input received. I don't know what that does. Turn off. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try and follow his directions this time, and we'll see how that goes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I will. Let's see where this story takes me, eh? Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not
Feeling a
getting
wave
fired.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'm gonna go hide in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, it's a little bit more of a smooth flowing story if you actually follow that guy's directions. What is executive bathroom? It's the mythical executive bathroom, the one like you get into and then they fly you to like San Francisco and you go see like a sports game. That's right. I'm good at the sports and scoring goal unit baskets. And then they get to use the washroom, and then they fly you back home. This is a ridiculous office.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Oh.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Oh, I see.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
I'm a genius.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
It's all like drywall and stuff. Alright. I'll bite red button. Well, my boss was obviously hiding something pretty big. If there's an underground supervillain elevator. Shut up, phone! Jeez.
Descending deeper into the building,
not doing
Stanley
things
realized
that are
he felt
important.
a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Perfect. It's gonna wander.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Choices. I'm gonna... Yeah, I said I was gonna follow the storyline that he's given me here, and a light bulb button. That seems like a mind control device, right? A big button. Yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
It's just
what horrible secret
okay.
did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Of course. Cameras.
Now
Action.
the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's pretty. Freedom. I'm making the choice to follow your directions. Isn't that freedom in of itself? In of itself? I don't know how that's pronounced.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Well, I mean...
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. How do I do that? What are those symbols on there? That's kind of hard to see some of them, but then home and warning. How do I dismantle them? Ring of... Oh, it's like a UFC ring. Except for like nobody leaves, the one person doesn't leave it alive. What's this? Oh, I can't push that. Let's go to the power, I guess. Alright, we'll see here. As you can tell, it's a very narrative-driven game, which doesn't allow me...
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I'm awesome. Oh, it's dark, but I can still see something.
Blackness and a rising
Yes.
chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How
They
had
were
he
never
been freed
real.
from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go,
Yeah.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever
Wow.
life he lives, it will be his. And
Darn.
that was all he needed to know.
Straight.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way.
I just spilt my
right
cup of
now,
water all over my
that
desk.
things were meant to happen,
That's awesome.
and Stanley was happy.
Yay, I was happy. I beat the game. Good job, me. Wow, that was a really happy ending. Oh, and we're back. So we're going to explore one more. I'm just going to clean up this water I spilled because I'm awesome like that. And then we will continue with the game. All right.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
All right, everybody. I'm back. Clean up the water,
Wait,
got some
Stanley
new water.
thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Well, yep.
When Stanley came to a set of two
We know what
open
it
doors,
says
this was
there.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so
We're
he
gonna-
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I don't want to get back on track at all. Click. All right, we're gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this round, but we'll figure it out. This will be the last one I do as well. As you can see, like
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
okay. We lost. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right,
Oh.
my mistake.
Yeah. Are you sure this time? You better be.
No,
Oh,
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Yeah, just sort through your stuff there, narrator guy.
You went down right.
It's not
left,
like
down,
we're
left,
paying you for your
right.
time here.
Yep. Okay. Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. But there's no way I could possibly show you guys all the endings and different stories in any reasonable sort of video. What? Why am I back here?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Oh.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
So I don't really get a whole lot of choice. Alright, that one was so short, I will do one more.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
stuck
a
on
memo.
some doors there. Alright, I think I'm gonna go try...
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I didn't touch anything.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Yeah.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to go that way. Wait. Is that the... Okay, we're gonna go find the story. What's here? Well, no, it's the office chairs. But, okay, how did that... My brain just hurt itself.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I don't think so.
It's unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No. Oh, man. This guy is ruining my life.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No memos. You're messing with me. Oh, now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Okay, I can't. Nope. Did we miss anything? I didn't think there was any. What?
I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
My brain hurts a little bit. I just made more than one. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. I guess it isn't one more, but it seems like it is. And it's different again.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
As far as I remember.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Aww.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
He keeps restarting it on me, and... Hey!
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Yay, a line!
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Dude. Okay, I got this. I got this. Hey, it's different. Okay. Adventure line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, we do. Oh, man. Yeah, let's follow the crap out of this line. Oh, man, this is awesome shit. I'm gonna do this all day. Wait, what? Did you... But that's the... Which way should... Let's go this way! I kinda wish I had my face cam on for this. I'd dance in the... I was dancing like crazy. What if I go... Wow, that's a lot of peer reviews. I don't get a choice. Alright. I just got mine.
Music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
I'm studying the crap out of this fern, boss man. Looks like a frickin' ficus to me. I don't even know. I think a ficus is a tree, but that's a fern. Alright, let's go. And I'm back.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
And we're back.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, this... Okay, I'm back with the line. This is actually still... I thought it was a really short one, but it's ended up being like the longest one. Hey,
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
Yeah, forget it.
Make up our own story. Something exciting.
Let's do that.
Mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Frick yeah, I will.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Okay, that
Be
was
wild.
definitely more than
Use
4
your
turns.
imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I just went in...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
You sound very sad. Hi, Lion. I missed you. Can I have the music back? Okay, it's gone. Bye, Lion. All right. I kind of like the line.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Yeah, we do.
From here,
Let's
the
do this.
story is
I'm ready.
in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
I
So
think you're
starting from the
overthinking
right,
this.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Okay.
Another victory for logic.
Yeah,
Come,
logic.
Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing. Wall. Well,
I was
who
just reading
consulted
some of
me?
this, like...
Why don't I get to
Look at this one,
decide?
like...
Why don't I
8th
get a
restart,
say in all of
narrator
this?
is gone
it
after
really-
a long time, Stanley
No,
dies.
it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do
both
it.
doors.
I won't do it.
Lead here.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I hope so.
Whatever it is that made this schedule. How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
I hope so.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm
I
not
think
quite
so.
sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
I feel like
Though
this
they're always
conversation
saying
is
that life is
one-sided.
about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll
Well,
find
I'd have
out,
to
won't
say
we?
we're in the journey.
Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Wow. Okay. Now this is an actual restart. We're back at the beginning, and we could go on some more adventure, but I think this is a long enough video for sure. I want to thank you all very much for watching it. I mean, please subscribe if you like this video. This is a really, really messed up game, but very, very entertaining. I definitely think you guys should at least attempt to play this. I only showed you, I think it was 3. There's 3 endings, and I think there's over 10, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that, but definitely check this game out. So I've started also a new Let's Play series. It's called the game Among the Sleep, and I'm currently got 2 episodes up. The 3rd one will be up this Friday. Please check that out. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, and as always, thanks for coming along for the ride. I'm Iron Rising.